Help support our coverage using Blueberry, the community that gives creators the ability to make money, get detailed audience measurements, and host their audio and video. Get 30 days to try out the service using promo code BLUBRRY004.
Circular. Is it Amari?
Amari, yeah, correct.
Look at that. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me.
So I have no idea what we're talking about, which is good, actually, because I like to be surprised.
Well,
and I know that they would not put you up here to visit with me if this wasn't pretty cool, because everybody to this point has been awesome. So I'm just excited to hear what you got.
Hope to live up to that.
I'm sure you're going to.
We make smart rings.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
So we make health and wellness smart rings.
Okay.
And we're introducing here at CES the first ever ECG-Integrated smart ring. So we can take electrocardiogram readings just with the touch of the ring.
What?
Yeah, so what this enables are mostly medical features, for example, arrhythmia detections, which is already FDA cleared. So you don't have to go see a doctor, take an ECG, you can just do this, and in 30 seconds we know if you have any types of arrhythmias. That's just one new thing we're introducing, but we've been in the market for 6 years, so we also do a bunch of wellness stuff around sleep, activity, stress, etc.
Yeah, just casual.
No.
Why should we even talk about those things anymore? That's just so yesterday, 2024, right? All right, so let's just start at the beginning.
Yeah.
All right. What is the story behind Circular? Why did you get into this business, and what was the first thing that Circular accomplished?
Wow. So there were a couple of things. The very first thing is we wanted to have, well, this is very off topic, but the very first thing was we wanted a ring that would wake you up personally.
Okay.
So nothing to do with health at the beginning.
Interesting.
And so the very first feature was we had haptic feedback in this, and it would wake you up with vibrations.
Okay.
Which remained a feature up until this version. We're soon going to reintroduce it.
So you got rid of the electric shock therapy?
Exactly. Yeah. And now we're introducing this. But really at the time we were doing this, and then we met some doctors, and they're like, okay, we need to get you into health and wellness. We started doing a lot around sleep analysis. We saw good results, and then we continued to pave the way into wellness. And now we're really looking at health and actually trying to save people. For us, it's the next logical step. We did the basics of health, so sleep, activity, stress, as I mentioned. Also, something we're very keen on doing is enabling personal recommendations. So we have an AI crunching all the numbers if you don't understand what they mean, because a lot of people don't understand what SpO2 is or HRV is.
Sure.
And so that's what we built for our first versions, and this new versions integrate now this medical grade ECG. And yeah, that's.
So are you collecting data from the crowd that wear the ring as well, so that you get a better understanding of readings that are coming in?
Yeah, we need to be very careful. So we're based in France,
Okay.
so we need to respect RGPD and everything
Sure,
that goes
sure.
with it. But yes, anonymized data can help us to make better predictions, and we have a lot of machine learning going on because, for things as simple as sleep detection and sleep staging, we need machine learning, but then we have components of machine learning in everything we do. So yeah, we need to do it.
Okay. So now we're going to fast forward. I just want to get an understanding about where you came from and the other things that are capable with the ring. So I'm assuming that the ring pairs with your smart device.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's some type of there's an app that goes with that tells you all these different things. So if you're a sleep apnea type of scenario, right, this will help you with that diagnosis and maybe even help you get through it.
Yeah, we measure every 2 minutes we take 1 minute of recording. The ring takes 1 minute of recording, and so for every metric, and SpO2, which is blood oxygenation, is one of them. So if you suffer from sleep apnea, the longer the event of sleep apnea, the less oxygen you'll have in your blood. So yes, we can see the difference in your sleep.
Okay, very interesting. So now moving to why you're here this year, and that's the EKG scenario here. So, which is remarkable, by the way. I've been following trends with rings. And I truly believe that the ring is the foremost wearable that will be basically available to human beings as far as health trends in your life, and the easiest way to keep track of things, right? And I just think that it's remarkable, even with what you have. I'm not familiar with any other ring or device that can take an EKG so easily.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
maybe you can tell me differently, but I don't know of any. So
No, I mean, for rings, no.
Yeah.
For smartwatches, we've seen it with the Apple Watch and other devices.
Yes.
For smart rings, this is the first one.
Yeah.
It's not more about differentiating ourselves on the market. We're super happy with this new product. It's advancing health tracking. It's being able to replace invasive, costly medical devices with something super easy and cheap to use. And it's just one step forward. We're going to launch more and more health features with this ECG. Obviously, we want to make more, features with it. But it's our first step, and it's what's driving the market. Who knows what's next? We're doing rings, but it can be patches in the future.
Sure, absolutely. And I just think that, when you think about health, I mean, they call it practicing medicine, right? I mean, it truly is, because the doctor's just making their best guess. They try to gather as much information as they can, so they make you take all these tests because you have a migraine and you're going through all this whole thing, and you get frustrated with it. I mean, how nice is it that you can wear a ring and then go to the doctor and say, here's my sleep pattern for the last year. I can't get enough. I'm always tired, doctor. I mean, is there something that you can tell me from these numbers? I mean, that's what this is about, isn't it?
Exactly. And also avoiding, we were talking downstairs to someone that said my mom is seeing a doctor very far away from where she lives because she's in a very rural zone.
Sure.
So the thing is also we can avoid doing that. We just send a report to your doctor, and that's it. He can review it and see if there's an issue. If there's an issue, she goes to the emergency.
Yeah.
And so we're starting to build also with these new medical features solutions for professionals. So one thing we're doing is building this dashboard, which is already out, where a practitioner can see different people using the ring on the same dashboard and send notifications to see all the data from patients, of course. Send notifications to some of them if something's off, like take a reading now, take an ECG reading, I need to check what's happening. So it alleviates friction between patients, professionals, makes everything faster, cheaper, everybody's happy.
Yeah, it's great. I'm assuming that the newest iteration is available?
Well, actually, we just unveiled it at
CES. You did? Okay.
So we're not ready to sell yet. In 3 months, in March.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. And do you have a price point? Or?
Yeah, so this is available. It's going to be mostly available on our website. It's called circular.xyz. The brand name is Circular. The price point starts at $349, and there's no subscription.
Okay. It's actually kind of an attractive ring, too, isn't it?
Thank you. I mean, yeah, we...
I mean, that's something. I am not a ring wearer, and I won't get into the grossness of why I'm not, except that, back in the days when I did work out quite a bit, I watched a gentleman jump off a pull-up bar one time and got his ring caught and literally pulled the skin off of his finger. And I watched that, and I live in a rural area, too, with a lot of agriculture going on, and I've watched people lose their fingers and things because of rings. So I personally have a little bit of a challenge with that. But I also didn't wear a watch for a long period of time for those same reasons. And I've got back to wearing a watch, and now I feel undressed not wearing it. So I'm open to this again because I just think about in my own head the odds of me jumping off of a chin-up bar because I don't do chin-ups anymore is not there, right? So maybe,
there are going to be situations where it's not ideal, to be frankly honest, like at the gym with pull-ups, But
you can take it off, right?
You can take it off, first of all, but really also it's about, people who don't want to wear a smartwatch. They want a traditional watch, or people who want to wear this at night. A lot of people don't want to wear watches or bands at night.
Right. I don't like wearing my watch at night. So
it's not for absolutely everybody, but it solves a lot of solutions.
Yeah. Do you see people, and do you see this actually happening where it becomes fashionable? Like, I mean, would a person like you or I for a wedding band, for example, do you see men wearing that as a wedding band?
We've had requests.
Yeah, I could see that actually, because it kind of fits into that space for me a little bit anyway when I look at that.
Yeah, there are going to be more models coming out. We have 4 colors available: rose gold, gold, black, and silver.
Oh.
But yeah, we're going to do way more in the future.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that. So that's very cool. So it's practical and,
Well, I mean, it's a ring. It has to be fashionable in some way.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're working on that.
All right. Your website again?
www.circular.xyz.
All right. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
I love it. This is fantastic.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Check that out.
The Tech Podcast Network's CES 2025 coverage is executive produced by Adam Barker. Technical director is Kirk Corliss. Associate producers are Nancy Ertz, Tracy Ingram, Xerxes Goddard, Brandy Jackson, and Aviva Cram. Voiceover by Aaron Hurst. Our hosts are Marlo Anderson, Don Bain, and Scott Ertz. Studio and equipment are provided by PLUGHITZ Productions. The TPN studio executive is Todd Cochran. This has been a Tech Podcast Network production, copyright 2025.